Hi, this is Rabbi Yitz Jacobs again from HLA, and the last quality or energy in our Omer series is called Malchut. Malchut is translated into English as kingdom. And as the last of the 7 energies, Malchut must contain and be able to work with all 6 energies that preceded it. So Malchut can be best described by the old saying, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. What does that mean? It's when all of the pieces have fallen into their places and things start taking on a life of their own. What's an example? So if you've ever started a business, it's when everything becomes operational and a certain amazing synergy starts happening between all of the people and all the systems. And that something amazing that happens is referred in science as an emergent property. Emergent properties happen when individuals or entities get together, and together they are able to perform more complex behaviors than they could do alone. Think about the collections of neurons in your brain, ants in an ant colony, and all of those players and actors in our market economy. Malchut is not a process of becoming. That's the 6 preceding energies. Malchus is the new, higher state of being that emerges once all of these processes come together. So similar to working on a business, when we work on ourselves during these 7 weeks, strengthening our weaker energies and toning down our overactive ones, we increase the synergy between them. And then an emergence, a transformation can happen to us. Our more developed parts start working together in new, more empowering ways. And ultimately, the goal is to become a dwelling place for a higher level of complexity and refinement, to be a chariot for the highest level of complexity and refinement, which is God's presence in the world. It's like when the tabernacle was constructed and God's divine presence came to dwell within. Who knew that combining pieces of metal and wood would cause that to happen? It's the same with us. Working on our parts, something amazing can happen. And it's not only working on ourselves during these 7 weeks that produces a profound result. A similar transformation takes place every week on the 7th day as well. When the 6 days of the week are successfully completed and can form a more refined unit, a certain synergy takes place, resulting in a higher level of spiritual experience dwelling within us called Shabbat. And the ultimate Malchut is when the world enters into the Messianic era, when all of us play our parts and achieve the type of synergy that results in God's presence dwelling within each of us and transforming the world into a paradise. I'd like to tell you a story. Once I met a couple who had been married happily for 50 years. They were so cute together. And there was this amazing sense of togetherness about them. But what struck me the most was that their sense of togetherness brought out their individuality rather than crushing it. I asked them, "What's your secret?" And they told me that through the years, they had patiently worked on maintaining a sense of connection, not by surrendering their sense of individual selves, but by sharing their individual selves and creating something that reflected both of them. I could actually feel the bond between them. It was like this oasis of security and connection that included yet transcended both of their individual personalities. It was awesome. So let's do our meditation. I invite you, of course, to close your eyes. And this meditation is very powerful to do on Shabbat, but please Do not listen to this on Shabbat. I'll provide the text and you can read it for yourself on Shabbat instead. So let's try it first right now. Again, please close your eyes and focus your attention on your toes, your legs, your torso, your arms, and finally your head. Realize that you are more than these individual parts. There's a greater sense of you that dwells within them. Now feel all of the billions of life forces animating all of the people in the world. Billions of life forces. And feel the source, the greater life force that dwells and enlivens us all. This greater life force is God's attribute called the Shekhinah, which dwells within us all. Take a few minutes to feel that greater life force that transcends you and connects you and dwells within you. So I'm going to post underneath this video some questions for you to answer, as well as a challenge for this attribute. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Shavuos.